Good people, we are living in a world that needs you to decide what you want to do, you know. And for some reason, I don't think people are aware of this. You understand? That people go through their lives with the hope of something good happening in their lives by a miracle somehow. But it never happens. People have been waiting for a long time, waiting for this moment to happen in their lives, and it doesn't happen. And they don't even understand why it's not happening, because of everyone wants to live a good life, everyone wants to have a happy ending. But for some people, they've been living in very depressing and poor environments and situations their entire lives, and they don't understand what's happening, and why are they not moving. Why isn't God feeling for them and God changing their life, and all of that. People are in between those dots, understand. But little do they know that we are living in the world. The universe needs you to know what you want to achieve in your life. Do you understand? Don't wait for some miracle that you don't know what it is and where it's gonna come from, and you want this miracle to change your life. No, it doesn't happen that way. You need to sit down and figure out what is it that you want in your life. Do you understand? Yeah, you might want a lot of things. I know normally when I say to people, what is it that you want in life? And they will say, no, I want a big house. I want a nice sports car. I want to live in the coast, in the beach side and all of that. And when you take a look of all these things that they want, these things that they want are a result of something that you do in life. Do you understand? So when I say to you, what is it that you want? I'm not saying to you, count for me the results of what you're going to get from what you do in your daily life. You understand? Because getting a house, you can get a house today. Let's say you count all those things. Okay. Then I give you a house and say, okay, there's a house. And it's like sports car, and I'm like, okay, there's a sports car. I want to live at the beach, and then I'm like, okay, Sharpie, this house is at the beach. Then what? Do you understand? Now you get diamonds. You got a house, you've got a sports car, you live next to the beach. And now, so do you understand? This is not something that when you say things that you want are supposed to be the things. No, I'm not saying this is wrong for you to want these things. Do you understand? But they are a result. They're actually something that you achieve for doing something constantly every day in your life, basically. So you can't count those things as something that you want in your life. You understand? Yes, are things that you want, but you need to do something. To the universe, you need to dedicate your time on something, and that particular thing will pay you with the type of lifestyle that you want to live. First point. Now the second point is, just like I said, you need to sit down and figure out what is it that you want in your life. What is it that you want to constantly dedicate your time, energy into? Something that you need to breathe life into. You need to understand that we are creative beings. You understand that we are born to create. So when you say something you create, like if I start a business, me working on this business and pursuing it and trying my best and finding sources and finding everything to make this business better and successful, I'm actually breathing life into it. You understand? When this business starts giving me the returns and sustaining itself, meaning it's got life. It's a working business, it's got life, so you need to breathe life into it. So meaning you need to take part of you, your creative force, and put it into this particular thing. And then this particular thing will give you all the other material things that you can get in the world or in the universe. But you need to first have something that you dedicate your life to. That is where I'm saying to you, find something to do first. Do you understand? Number one. Number two, it's actually number two. And no matter where you are in life, I have realized this. You will always have a starting point. Do you understand? People have tend to have this tendency of assuming that their starting point is just something they don't have, and hence they are not able to pursue what they want to pursue in life. But I am here to tell you today that no matter what is it that you want to achieve in your life, after you've figured it out, what is it that you want to achieve or dedicate your time in doing in life, you will find that somehow where you are currently right now, you have a starting point. You see, you might not know it right now because of you probably thinking that maybe everything is controlled by having money. When you want to start a business, you need to have a capital, and when you want to get a good job, you need to go to university, and all these things are things that you don't have. You don't have a capital and you don't have means of going to university, so now you're stuck. So now you're gonna sit and not pursue anything in your life because you don't have the two basic things that are needed for you to become something. Well, that is false information. Let me tell you, wherever you are in life, there is always a starting point to what you want to pursue. Let me give you an example. If you want to be a plumber, firstly, you're sitting at home, you're not working, you don't have an income, you're not educated based on plumbing work. What do you need to do? You need to find a local plumber. In your area, there must be somebody who is plumbing currently. You see, what you do is, first, you don't have money to invest into you learning how to become a plumber, but you've got time. Time is what you have. Trade your time to get the knowledge of plumbing. Go to that particular person, ask that particular, I don't think they will say no. Ask that particular person and say, I wish to become a successful plumber in my life, and I don't have means to start, I don't have means to go to school, but what I have is time. Can I dedicate part of my time working with you? In return, you teach me how to do the job. You become an apprentice to this person. Basically, that is a starting point for you if you want to be a plumber. You see? Another thing, people don't want to go work at the mall and clean toilets. Somebody needs to do that job. And if this is where you need to start, do you understand? Then be it. Go and clean the toilets. Do not worry about me laughing at you. I'm going to laugh at you today. Tomorrow I'm going to find somebody else to laugh at, because I'm not going to laugh at the same joke every day. That is how the society is. You might be a joke today, but you're definitely not going to be the same joke tomorrow. I mean, that joke is boring already. Do you understand? So now here you are suffering, you're living in poverty, you don't want to pursue this because you're afraid that I'm going to laugh at you. Yes, I might laugh at you today only. Do you understand? That is how the society is. So if that is the starting point for you, not to sit at home and start earning an income, do you understand? Because you need to understand that for you to get somewhere, you need to be moving. There is no way that from your stationary point of sitting at home, not doing anything, you will automatically, boom, you have a Maserati. No. What happened? With the gap between you just sitting at home, unless you win the lotto. And even if you win the lotto, first of all, you need to be lucky and get the 6 numbers. You need to have the 250 and go to the shop and play for you to win the lotto. So that's actually work that you're going to even put in. Do you understand? And then you need to watch and sit and watch the results for them to come. So it's actually work that you are doing. So it has never happened that from your stationary point sitting at home and then all of a sudden, boom, your life has changed ridiculously without doing anything. People have been waiting for that moment whereby some miracle just happened in your life and it just changed your life and you become that. But how long are you willing to wait? You know, how long do you want to give this miracle to happen before you actually stand up and start doing something for yourself. Do you understand? Look at what you want to do in life. Do you understand? Not the results. Look at what you want to do first and concentrate on that and work on that. After you've identified what you want to do, you will see your mind will be able to tell you how to start. You will realize that all along you've been sitting at home with this privilege that you have not been seeing because you have not taken the time to think about what is it that you want to dedicate your life to. And then you'll find that you have these resources at home. Do you understand? If you want to start a cooking company and stuff, you don't start by buying pots and big stoves and having all these things. No, you start using by the pot that you have at home. You start cooking for your next door neighbor before you can cook for the whole society. Do you understand? That is your starting point. That is where you need to start. If it means that you have to have a small price stand and you stand next at the corner there in your area and then you start selling whatever that you can sell for that particular time, then you will grow into that, because of nothing has grown to be Vegas. Vegas didn't become just Vegas in one day. Do you understand? One building, one investor, one show, one everything, ended up building up the blocks of calling it Vegas. Do you understand? That is how it is. So you need to move your mind from this mentality of thinking that you automatically go from 0 to 100. Do you understand? Before 100 days, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're not willing to go the steps of 1, 2, 3, 4, why are you expecting to be at 100? How are you going to get at 100? Do you understand? So just be careful, be attentive, know what you want in life, because the universe wants you to be that way. And when I say the universe wants you to be that way, is this: after you've identified what you want, you would see that somehow, I don't know how, I'm not going to tell you now and say, hey, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. But through my experience of life and things that I've been through in my life and things that I've tried and pursued in my life, I have realized that all the time, after thinking of something and I'm trying to pursue it, for some reason, I do have means and resources around me at that current particular time that I can use to start. Do you understand? Yes, when you look at starting a business, don't look at your business already giving you a turnover of 100,000, because of, if you have a turnover of 100,000, meaning you need to have at least 50 plus grand thousand to start that thing. So, but if you're looking at a turnover of 100 rand, then you definitely need 10 rand to start. Are you telling me you don't have 10 rand to start what you want to do to get a turnover of 100 rand? Do you understand? So somehow you would see now your mind is there to do that, to think for you and tell you and use all the data that you have collected to it. Okay, this is what you want to do. Okay, sharp, let us start there. That guy back opposite is doing plumbing. Let's go talk to him. That guy had a shop. The shop is closed. He probably had some few things that you can use at the shop. Go there and talk to him. Do you understand? And you start by dedicating your time first, because of time is everything. It's something that everyone has. Do you understand? And that you can trade. Even people who are working, even CEOs and stuff, even Patrick Motsepe dedicates his time in doing what he does, and then it's paying him. Do you understand? So that is what you need to do. Time is something that we all have right now. For as long as we are alive, time is something that you have. Do you understand? Cut down the time of doing other things and dedicate it on something that's going to make your tomorrow better. Do you understand? Something that's going to grow you tomorrow. Don't waste your time. Do you understand? Time is what we have. So let us use the time we have in exchange of getting knowledge. Do you understand? And experience on things that you want to pursue in life. Don't just do anything. You know, I hear other people who say, like, hey, I'm looking for a job, and you're like, what kind of job are you looking for? It's like, no, my anything will do. Come on, the universe doesn't work like that, because of you are now you are asking to the universe and say, hey universe, I need this, I need a job. What kind of job? Anything. The universe gets stuck, because anything, it doesn't work like that. Do you understand? How is it gonna figure out what anything is? Do you understand? Then it pauses. until you have decided what is it that you want to do. After you have decided and it starts to unleash means next to you, people, coincidences, people that you would meet, situations and everything start moving around in the direction of what you want to do. That's just how it works. You understand? So don't feel stuck. Make up your mind what is it that you want to do. Dedicate your time into that particular thing, and all the other material things that you want, you will receive through this thing. Don't just want the material things without knowing what is it that you want to dedicate your time in doing for you to achieve these things. True growth, be true to yourself, and stay real. Follow us.